Mattermark is a tool people use to find investment opportunities.
The premier source of private company intelligence.
Mattermark can just be used as a general purpose business knowledge engine.
For business people, for investors, for founders.
Really to track down any kind of company where you need to rank them in a list.
Being able to tell them that list is super helpful. And as we grow and expand, we want to be able to answer all kinds of questions.
And that can be the fastest growing companies in finance that are in San Francisco with less than 100 employees.
If I'm a Fortune 50 company, what's the next sort of small industry that I can go into and grow that into $1 billion business?
All kinds of different businesses are always looking for information about other businesses, whether it's how much web traffic they're getting or how many employees they have.
And to allow people to gather all this information that they weren't really able to get in an easy manner, all in one place.
Kind of tucked away inside of most major venture capital firms is this army of analysts that they have. And those people are always trying to figure out what companies might need to raise money soon.
They want to look for fast-growing small companies that are looking for new money.
I used to collect all this data myself when I was working on my first internships. I moved data from one spreadsheet to another.
So they would have to go through every company and then figure out what industries that company is in by going and doing research about it.
It's manual, it's not reliable, and you've got to do it over and over and over again.
We collect all that data for them. We put it in a spreadsheet that essentially updates, and it eliminates all this work for all these other workers, and now they can spend time focusing on analyzing that information. I had a guy in here yesterday that sat down and said, Andy, since we started using Mattermark, this has completely changed the way that we work. It's more efficient, it's faster, we're smarter than the other guys out there because we're using Mattermark. And when they interact with founders, the founders say, oh, you found us on Mattermark, and there's this credibility that's built from that.
We are creating an engine that can take any information on private companies and really transform it and synthesize it into actionable insights.
You gotta believe that if you have the benefit of 5 or 10 years of watching this data, that there's all these insights that you could glean from that. Whole sort of life cycle trends to not just companies, but industries.
We're changing the way that really, really smart people do business, making their jobs more efficient.
We're in the Mattermark office right now, and it's really just a blank canvas for creativity.
We have portraits of these really great inventors over time that people can learn from. Something that we really, really value at Mattermark is knowledge and learning, and your education doesn't stop after you graduate college.
If you have an idea or a problem you want to solve, so there's at least one other person that's going to get together with you and hack away at something.
I get to run up the Embarcadero to work every day. We have a shower in the office, so I get to exercise on my way to work and then get a little exercise on the way home, and meanwhile enjoy the city.
I really look forward to coming into work every single day, which I think is pretty amazing, and I'm pretty lucky that I get to say that.
Every single person changes the culture a little bit. And so it's not that there's a typecast person, but there's a certain way of thinking that's really important, and that comes down to being curious.
Someone who's a good fit at Mattermark is someone who's going to be unbelievably passionate about our mission, about how we're trying to change the way that people make investments and think about investing.
We need people who aren't just looking to run the playbook, they're looking to write the playbook.
At the end of the day, you want to ask yourself, did I do something today that would show up to customers?
Whether you're on sales or engineering or even in recruiting, always thinking about who the customer is.
I was looking for a place where I could work for a product that I was passionate about myself and work with a team that was also passionate about the product and talented, but also just really awesome to hang out with.
We do a great job of balancing sort of a lightheartedness with also kind of a get down to business mentality.
All these work functions that happen naturally, I want to be able to actually hang out and be with friends and not coworkers, So I get that at Mattermark. We just have an amazing group of people who are talented, passionate about what we're doing, and just really awesome.
These are good people to go on a journey with, and so I think that's truly what I think is the selling point. All the stuff in the past, that's the past, but we're gonna make so much more in the future.